Welcome everybody to a brand new video. Don't mind this person over here who's just hiding in my bed. They just don't want to be seen in the video, but they'll wave. I had a long 8.5 hour shift at work, and there's nothing better than coming home from a long shift and just playing some Apex Legends. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate, even though the fan base on this game is kind of dying. Although I truly do believe that it's going back up now, especially because we are right around the corner from Season 2, and that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. July 2nd, Season 2 of this game launches, and I'm so excited, man. We all know that the biggest issue with Apex Legends is that it's lacking content. The game developers aren't supporting it enough. However, I do feel like that's going to change starting from Season 2, which is July 2nd, as I said. I feel like the game developers were really focused on polishing the game, making sure that they remove as many bugs as they can and exploits. And now that they've actually done that, the game is in an extremely polished state, which to me, I felt like they could have done it from the beginning of the game's life cycle anyway, because this game dropped in such an amazing state. It dropped in a better state than most games that are hyped up that don't come out of nowhere. I still can't believe that there are games that had a way bigger budget than this game, and this game had no advertising up to a few days before its release, and they still managed to put it out in a better state than the majority of games that are coming out these days, which is really impressive. I feel like people really forget that this game came out and it was borderline perfect, so we gotta cut them a little bit of slack, because even though they haven't updated this game that frequently, they have definitely delivered an amazing product that had a long shelf life considering how long it wasn't updated. However, as I said in previous videos, gaming has changed. Games are more of a service at this point, where you need to put out frequent content updates, or else a game is just simply going to die. There's no getting around it. And thankfully, that is exactly what we're going to be getting, because with Season 2, there's going to be huge changes. The entire map is going to be changed. There are new locations. Some of the locations that we already know about that are already existing in the game are going to be changed. There's going to be new legends that are going to be introduced. There's going to be actual ranks in the game now, like an actual competitive game mode. I mean, there is so much around the corner, and it's amazing. I would say that when it comes to Season 2 and everything that we know already, my favorite thing that I saw from those trailers was that competitive was going to be coming to this game. I would love to go up against people of similar skill to me and just keep practicing over and over again and just getting better as a player. It's not going to be easy, and I'm definitely not going to reach the top ranks anytime soon, because I'm quite new in the grand scheme of things to PC gaming as a whole. However, I have definitely invested a good amount of time into this game. Not nearly as much as some other players, but I do feel like I have a grasp of what I'm doing now. My shot on PC isn't too bad, and I'm quite comfortable with a keyboard and mouse now, to the point where holding a controller in my hands just doesn't even feel right anymore. And I don't want to be one of those PC gamers who's like, oh my god, I just simply can't play console anymore. But it really is true. I'm just not used to the controller anymore. The only time I ever use a controller now is when I'm playing an emulator on my PC and I want to play like PS2 games or something like that. But yeah, with the release of Season 2 on this game, I'm really looking forward to seeing if a lot of people will come back to it. I really hope that that is the case, because I feel like this game just lost so much of its fan base so early. I feel like people just gave up on it a little bit too quickly, not realizing that this game was a work in progress. Even the way it came out initially, it was really amazing, and yes, the game blew up and it had a strong fan base at the start, but unfortunately, with the lack of updates, people just sort of left, and that's really sad, and I'm hoping that they start changing that. I'm hoping that small updates start becoming a lot more frequent in this game, and that we actually get back to that player base that we had initially. I also think that what added to this game dying so quickly was that Season 1 was the update that we were really looking forward to. The update where we said that this game was going to get its player base back, and unfortunately Season 1 just wasn't that. Season 1 was really disappointing. Even I was very disappointed with it, as biased as I was towards this game. However, Respawn Entertainment, I think they have it down. I think they know where they want to go with this game now, and the updates that have been teased in that trailer look absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I was mind blown when I saw it. Those big dinosaur things that we saw towards the edges of the maps from the start of the game's life cycle are actually going to be walking around the map now, which is pretty cool. As I said before, we're going to be getting competitive play, but a huge thing that I'm looking forward to is the fact that the map is going to be changed, because so far nothing has been changed about this map, and I think it's about time that some areas get an update, because if you're playing on the same map over and over and over again, eventually the replay value that was was initially there starts to dwindle a little bit. You can only land to the same locations over and over again until eventually you just get bored. So spicing it up a little bit will be interesting. I feel like if I'm playing a game and I'm not learning something all the time, I get bored a lot quicker, and I would love a new map so that I could learn new locations, learn new play styles. I'm sure there's going to be weapon balances and legend balances as well, which I'm looking forward to. I really hope that Gibraltar gets another buff. I feel that even with Gibraltar's last buff, he's still not good enough. What are you guys looking forward to with Apex? And if you quit playing this game, are you going to be playing it again? I really want you guys to play this game because it's a good game, and we need to support developers like Respawn Entertainment who actually put effort into their games and not support all these other big companies like Activision who litter their game with microtransactions and fuck over the consumer so badly, especially EA. I mean, Activision and EA, those are the big two companies that put out unfinished, unpolished games for full price, while we have games like Apex Legends that aren't nearly as monetized as those games and actually put out good updates and put out a good game at launch. I feel like Respawn Entertainment had this in development for a long time, and they really put a lot of passion into this game, and you can tell by how amazing it is. I feel like we need to support these game developers and not the big corporations that all they care about is money. They don't give a fuck about actually putting out a good product. I'm happy with this game, and I'm happy that it's going to be getting updates very soon, and you know that as soon as Season 2 comes out, I'm going to be playing that like crazy. But as I said before in other videos, I think the next step for this game is cross-platform support. I feel like that is going to be the biggest thing that is going to push this game forward, because not everybody has a PC, not everybody has a PS4 or an Xbox One. I feel like if we get everybody on the same systems, it would be great. I'm not saying that PC players should come into public lobbies by themselves with PS4 players and Xbox One players. However, if you want to party up with your friends and they're on separate consoles, I think that you should be allowed to do that. Yeah, I have people that I can play with on PC, but there are people on console that I want to play with, especially fans. There are sometimes fans who want to play with me who have consoles, they don't have PCs because, you know, the barrier to entry for PC gaming is just a little bit higher than consoles. Obviously, the stereotype of you need a $3,000 PC to play video games isn't true, but the barrier of entry is a little bit higher, so most people go for consoles. And unfortunately, I have to tell some of these people that I can't play with them because I don't play on console anymore. Yeah, I could plug in my PS4 and play with them, but I don't want to because I don't like console gaming. I'm not used to the controller anymore. It's downscaled, you know, FPS, resolution, graphics. I'm used to PC at this point, so going back is just pretty much a no-go for me unless I'm playing some exclusive on console that I can't play on PC. But anyway, guys, I don't want to ramble too much. Are you guys looking forward to Season 2? Definitely leave it in the comments below. I want to hear who is going to be playing, and if you are, definitely let me know if you're playing on PC because I want to play with people. Tell me what your favorite aspect of Season 2 is from what we've seen, and other than that, I'm going to wrap this video up here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smack the like button. If you want to stay up to date with my content, please be sure to subscribe. I'll have my last video in the corner. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely make sure to check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.